And Jay McKinzie on the other side of the table with Blue-White Spirits. Very interesting. Blue-White Spirits, Drog Skull Captain and everything. Wow, these decks are ridiculous. I'm really impressed, Denver. With I'm serious. This is awesome. So there we see quite a board. We've got double Solemn Simulacrum on Matthew's side with 2 Golem tokens. Obviously, the Worm Coil Leavens there, a Death Touch and a Lifelink. And it looks like he just got the Worm Coil back, I believe. It was in the graveyard a moment ago. I looked down at the deck list, looked up, it was gone. Jay's side of the board, though, not too shabby. A couple of Spirits, a Sword of Feast and Famine, and a Phantasmal Image, which we don't quite know what it is. We're going to find that out. What is the Phantasmal Image?
I would be thinking it might be a Splicer. No, not a Splicer.
Worm Coil, potentially.
Oh, there we go. A Worm Coil. That'd be solid.
We know there was a Worm Coil on the table recently, so... Well, maybe it was just a Spirit. Oh, was it a Simulacrum? Right, okay. Very cool. So Matthew Pitzer up a game here in round 4 of 9. We saw him take his match a couple of rounds ago. Very exciting deck. Black Market Trading Post. For those of you asking for the Shape Anew deck tech, I imagine that will be forthcoming, but for now, just imagine Delverless Delver with Shape Anew and Blightsteel Colossus, because that's pretty much what it is. There's a Mutilate from Matthew. The image was Simulacrum, okay. Just as we suspected. There's that wave of mutilation as we saw Matthew.
Yep. A shout out to all of our Pixies fans out there.
Oh yeah.
And we got another Solemn Simulacrum.
I used to like to sing Where Is My Mind when I would Mind Sculpt people with Jason Mind Sculptor, right? Like, Pixies just have a lot of nice songs.
That's funny. It's funny because when I was playing High Tide, I would do Blondie for that one.
Yeah, Careful Study. It's you know, you can. It's education.
That's nice. Right? That's nice.
UMass.
No, like I said, switching over to with Blondie, I'd be like, the tide is high and I'm going on.
Oh, there you go. So Mana Leak off the top for Jay McKinzie. Matthew adds a Solemn Simulacrum to his side of the board before passing the turn.
I think with those 2 Mana Leaks, Jay McKenzie might be able to actually counter something.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's
if it's
blue,
expensive
blue
enough.
2. Target opponent, counter target spell unless its opponent pays 6. Unless it's caster pays 6.
Let's see, what could he counter here?
Wow.
He could counter maybe a Drain Life for 8. Maybe. Yeah, I am not a big fan of Mana Leak right now in Standard. Except for in Delver, honestly.
It's great in Delver. I don't mind, obviously, I don't mind it in Jay's deck, but being that this is game 2.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair in Jay's deck. Not great.
Also, Matthew is trying to cast a lot of haymakers. Mana Leak is much more live in Jay's deck against Matthew's deck, I think.
I guess in my experience for decks like Matthew's, it just ends up that they play so much mana that it often doesn't end up coming into play. And you see the Worm Coil, so much mana acceleration.
So Worm Coil appears to have resolved. And a Batter Skull. And
actually, this one can be countered.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
So here we have, I may not be able to counter your first Haymaker, but I can counter your second.
Yeah, when you double Haymaker me, I can stop the second one.
Yeah. Mana Leak is good, see? No, he let it resolve. What is he saving those Mana Leaks for?
There's going to be something better going on over there. Oh, he wants to haunt at the end of the turn.
All right, Midnight Haunting.
He had things to do. He had things to do, my friend.
Yeah, getting things done.
Take that.
So he has a Vapor Snag for the Germ. This is all at the end of Matthew's turn. Matthew at 27. It's quite a high life total.
Oh, take that.
Doomblade in response. There's a Mana Leak.
Take it.
All right.
Okay, I've got another one.
Back and forth. Second Doomblade.
Only.
Wow.
Only.
So Jay has 2 Mana Leaks, but can only cast one of them.
And now it's super dead.
Yeah. So we just saw a flurry of Doomblades and Mana Leaks resulting, in the end, in a dead spirit that was attempting to pick up a Sword of Feast and Famine. And Now Matthew equips the Batterskull to the Solemn Simulacrum, swings in for 12 lifelink. My gosh. Obviously, Spirit chump blocks there. Matthew, I believe, at 39 now, plays an Ichor Wellspring. Passes the turn back in a very comfortable position. He's got basically 2 Wormcoil engines.
I just don't know if there's anything that Jay McKenzie can do now to recover from this.
It is, this is a rough situation. And Matthew's gonna go ahead and sack the Wellspring, draw a card, gain a life. Hey, I'm at 40, you're at 3. This game is fun.
To die.
In for 12. All right, we've got
What about this?
Snapcaster Fog. I mean, what do we... Snapcaster, Nihil Spellbomb cracked in response. Jay plays Snapcaster number 2 in response so that he
Vapor
can...
Snag?
Apparently Vapor Snag, yeah.
Sure, I'll pick it back up. Why not?
Snag your Wormcoil, and Matthew says dismember and go for the throat on your Snapcasters. That was unbelievable.
And look at Jay. Jay is like, okay, because you
If you're
still
gonna
got me.
Yeah. If you're gonna get me, I'd like it to be in ridiculous haymaker fashion, attacking me with a Wormcoil engine, a Solemn Simulacrum with a Batterskull on it, and then
I have my answers.
double removal spell, right?
Like,
Double
no
removal
way.
spell for the answers.
Not
yeah.
enough.
Wow.